Today, I'll show you how to upscale low-resolution footage using Superscale in DaVinci Resolve. This is a powerful feature that lets you take something like a 720p clip and turn it into a clean 1080p version, or even go from 1080p to 4K with much better detail than a standard resize. We'll keep things simple and focused so you can follow along even if you're fairly new to the software. First, make sure your clip is imported into the media pool. This is the panel where all your source clips live before you start editing. If your footage isn't there yet, drag it in from your file browser so it appears in the media pool. Once it's visible, you're ready to apply Superscale. Next, right-click on the clip inside the media pool, not on the timeline. This part is important because Superscale is applied at the clip level before it hits the timeline and the viewer. In the menu that pops up, look for the option called Clip Attributes and click it. This opens a window where you can adjust how Resolve interprets and processes that specific clip. Inside the Clip Attributes window, you'll see several tabs or sections depending on your version of Resolve. Look for the section labeled Superscale. This is where all the upscaling magic happens. If you don't see anything applied yet, that's normal. By default, Superscale is usually set to off. Now, choose your upscale factor. You'll see options like 2x, 3x, or 4x. These numbers represent how much larger the resolution will become. For example, if you start with a 720p clip and choose 2x, it can effectively be scaled up to 1080p. If you have 1080p footage and select 4x, you're targeting something in the 4K range. As a rule of thumb, 2x is a good starting point for modest upscales, while 3x or 4x can be used when you need to go from HD all the way up to 4K. Just keep in mind that higher values require more processing power and may slow down playback on weaker systems. Below the scale factor, you'll see settings for sharpening. Set this to medium or high. Sharpening helps recover the perceived detail that can be lost when you blow up an image. Medium is often the safest choice for most footage, giving you a crisp result without looking harsh. High can work well if your original clip is quite soft, but after applying it, always check for any unnatural edges or halos around objects. You'll also find noise reduction for Superscale. Again, choose medium or high. When you upscale low-resolution footage, any noise or grain in the image can become more visible. Medium noise reduction is usually enough to clean things up while keeping texture in the image. High noise reduction can be helpful for very noisy or compressed clips, like older recordings or heavily compressed online videos. If you push it too far, some fine detail might get smoothed out, so it's worth reviewing the results in the viewer after you apply it. Once you've set your upscale factor, sharpening and noise reduction to the levels you want, click OK to confirm the changes and close the Clip Attributes window. From this point on, whenever you use that clip in your project, Resolve will process it with Superscale before displaying or rendering it. After applying these settings, place the clip on your timeline, set your timeline resolution to the target size, such as 1080p or 4K, and play it back. Compare it to a standard scaled version if you like, and you'll notice cleaner edges, better detail, and reduced noise. This approach is ideal anytime you need to bring older or lower resolution footage up to modern